Now we can finally reveal this spectacular penthouse in Brisbane. We are in beautiful Kangaroo Point today to take you through an apartment penthouse that's undergone a very clever renovation to maximise sweeping views of the mighty Brisbane River. Well, this is pretty impressive, Matt. I don't think I've ever been into an apartment with a view this vast. It's pretty wide sweeping.
Thanks, Carleen. Look, we've been really lucky here because we've got this amazing half-floor penthouse here in Brisbane, in Kangaroo Point, and it literally has views forever.
And it's huge. And I can't imagine that this is what the floor plan originally looked like.
No, well, look, I mean, this is nearly a 30-year-old building, so you can imagine the floor plan was a lot different to how it is now, and it was compartmentalised with, you know, kitchen on one side, and then we had enclosed master, and a lot of the view was stifled by some of the rooms. So when we came at this, we thought, right, the client wanted to live in an open plan apartment, wanted to feel like a home, so we thought, let's just go for it and open this place up.
So what was the brief? What did you need to achieve in terms of how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, living areas?
We came at this with a really great brief from the client, and you know, we're very thankful to have such a great client who really knew what they were after. Obviously we helped along the way and made our own suggestions, but essentially the brief was create the ultimate city apartment and capture all of the views and make sure that where quiet spaces existed in the apartment to put spaces for retreat, and where we wanted to open it up for parties and entertaining, open it up.
Yeah.
So essentially we're 4 bedrooms, 2 master suites, one for a guest, one for the owners, and bedrooms for the children that live here.
Well, someone might be deceived into thinking we're actually standing in front of the kitchen, but this is in fact a bar, right?
It is, yes, a very kind of James Bond-esque. We've created a kitchen and a bar that kind of works together. So obviously for us in our designs, we want the kitchen to be the heart of the home. And here what we try to do is place the kitchen in a location where it's central to everything and offers functionality for entertaining, but also the bar and the kitchen work together.
Well, I've seen snippets of the kitchen, can't wait to take a closer look.
Why don't we go and do that?
Let's go. Well, this is a pretty sleek kitchen, Matt. It's a bit of like boom chicka wah. Very Bond, it's all those things. So talk me through the materials in here.
Yeah, well, you know how we were speaking before about creating these secret spaces, and for me with the kitchen, it's obviously got to be functional, but it also needs to be beautiful. And so that means sometimes you've got to hide some things away. Minimal for me is kind of my favourite thing. So we try and, as best we can, go minimal.
And are you pretty consistent with things like fixtures and sort of the tapware you use, and what have you used in this case?
Well, here, because we're trying to go minimal, we've used an all-in-one tap system, which is the Billy tap system. It's fantastic. They've just developed a new range of tapware, which is a multifunction tap, which is one tap does everything: hot, cold, chilled, sparkling, boiling and filtered water all out of one tap. It's beautiful because no longer do you have to have 2 or 3 taps on a kitchen bench, you can have one. And it works really well in terms of providing amenity for an apartment of this, you know, ilk in terms of its design and its level in the market, while also providing function.
That is a good point you make about only having to deal with one tap on the bench.
Billy's great, it comes in a good range of colours and finishes. This new system, the Omni One system, can be placed neatly under the bench. Doesn't need any ventilation, so it's the only system on the market that has no ventilation requirements.
Okay.
And it's nice and compact and quiet.
That's key. This is probably not your favourite aspect, and I can imagine why, but it's mine. I love the blue window and door frames. It's a custom colour, right? Like, you don't see blue window and door frames getting around. So was that a challenge for you?
It was a big challenge. The original colour, Savage River Blue, does not exist anymore. We went and saw our friends at G. James to try and get a special custom colour done. And there was a lot of backwards and forwards to get the colour to match as best we could.
Well, I think you're onto something, and I think they should bring it back.
I reckon we should vote for it. What do you reckon?
I reckon we need to get onto it, and it frames the most magnificent view, which I think we should go and look at.
Let's go and have a look at it.
Well, this is the place to be for Brisbane's River Fire event, right?
I think so. I'm hoping I can get an invite. Maybe we'll get you and Michael one as well,
That
Carla.
would be amazing. I mean, there's not anywhere you could stand in this apartment that you wouldn't be taking it in. It's pretty, as I said before, it's pretty sweeping views.
It is, and we're very lucky to be able to work with a space like this. And obviously here what we've tried to do is bring a bit of the outside inside and create a zone which allows for flow in and out onto this terrace.
Well, you've done a beautiful job. This is a really unique space, Matt. So thanks for taking us through.
Thanks for your time in coming through. I've really enjoyed showing you through what I reckon is probably one of Brisbane's unique penthouse opportunities.